What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, unless you are new here. In that case, I am your main girl, Mel, and I'm so excited to introduce you, finally, to my main man. This is... Introduce yourself.
I'm Lucas. I'm Melissa's main man.
So Lucas is a little nervous in front of the camera. I'm a little nervous being in front of the camera with him as well. We've never made a video together, but we are here to finally share with you guys his routine. This is an all-new routine that he has been growing with, and when I say growing, I mean really. His hairs have come a long way. Lucas will share a little bit more about that, his time before Mel, what his hair was looking like, and we will provide photos because his journey has been quite miraculous and his hair has been popping off. Today he needs a little bit of a reshape, and we're gonna share with you guys how he styles his hair using some techniques that I don't know where you learned your techniques, but he's gotten really good at taking care of his hair, and his routine is really simple. It's really simple. We cannot wait to share with you guys. I'm so excited to have you on here, even though I don't know how to act. This is weird. I'm sorry. And without further ado, this is the debut of the boo. So let's get to it. So, first things first, before we go ahead and start styling the haircut, because I'm working off of what you got. We're not trying to shorten the hair drastically. We're trying to shape up the hair. And now that it's gotten this long, it's actually starting to curl in all of the areas, which is also giving him a lot of volume, but we do want to shape it so it's not so rounded here and more flush. That's exactly the plan here. And as I'm doing that, Lucas, tell me about the day that you first met me. Why don't you tell us about maybe what your relationship with your hair was like before me, time before Mel, BN.
So I had curly hair when I was really young, and because I never understood the concept of why hair was curly and that I had it, I just continued to just cut it short, and in addition to cutting it short, I would brush it. I would treat it the wrong way. I would treat it as if it was straight hair, and that just never worked out. It was just disappointing hair day after disappointing hair day for my entire life. Before I met Mel, I thought there were just two kinds of hair, messy hair and neat hair, and I thought I had messy hair. And we could just say that I'm pretty sure Mel liked my personality a lot more.
Hey. I saw the potential. I saw it was there, and I knew I could work with this.
Until Mel just gave me a couple of tips, and now I'm all about my hair, where I never was before. The last 3 years have just been me obsessing over how much I love my hair. I never thought would happen. Which
for me is so refreshing to see, because I feel like a lot of guys are very simple with their hair and they kind of just leave it up to the hands of their barber or hairstylist, and it really only looks good when it's freshly done, and a lot of guys don't have enough guidance showing them how to take care of their hair. Not everybody, but a lot of guys, and that was you. It not only showed in your the way that you wore your hair, but even the health of your hair.
My hair thickness is kind of returned. It feels healthier, it feels softer.
It's stronger. From the root, looking poppin'. What does your wash day routine look like? How long are you spending on your hair? This is a big thing.
Not that long. On a wash day, I'd say I spend just under 30 minutes on it. And that really lasts me like anywhere from 2 to 3, and sometimes if I'm on a trip or something, even 4 days.
That includes your washing,
that's max, yeah,
and
styling.
drying.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you wanted to break that up, it's like 10 minutes a day. Pretty doable. But what are some of the things you've been noticing as your hair has gotten so long? Because this is the longest your hair has ever been, and I'm really not cutting off a lot, by the way. I'm cutting off like ½ an inch off of the sides, mostly just focusing on the shape and making sure that this top part is not looking like a mushroom. Yeah. So what do you find are your challenges as it is growing so long?
Well, first challenge is there's more hair to style, right?
So that does take some more time.
Yeah, it does take some more time. One thing that was introduced into my routine, well, it's kind of like something I'm not doing, is I'm not showering, I'm not washing my hair every day, which is something that I did for my entire life. And I was getting that high girl fatigue. I was getting all that stuff. Everything that Mel says on her videos, I had all of that. And I didn't understand that washing my hair and shampooing it every day was going to lead to having, hair that was pretty much the equivalent of a straw broom. Like, it was awful.
Yeah, for anyone that's new and you haven't watched any of my previous videos, water is not always your best friend, and washing your hair every day, it's usually not necessary at all. You always want to listen to your scalp. If your scalp is feeling itchy, if it's really oily or it's flaky, or you know, your scalp needs some love and care, then obviously that's when you want to be washing and shampooing your hair. But even going down to wetting your hair every day, you had first started, you weren't shampooing every day, but you were still in the habit of wetting your hair every time you got in the shower, which you now have stopped. And I don't know if you want to share what your trick is to help not get your hair wet.
Well, it's all about the bonnet.
It's all about the bonnet. I got you your bonnet last year for Christmas. So anyone also new, imagine a bonnet is a silk cap that you would really wear to sleep, which he does wear to sleep every night, which is why his hair looks so good even on day 2. And he pops it on when he's in the shower, and what that's going to help with is it's going to help allow some of the steam from your shower to absorb into your hair, but it still blocks out any heavy drops and moisture that is going to cause frizz, and that also doesn't need to be touching your hair. That's the tea. You know what? It's looking pretty good. Sides have been taken in ever so slightly. They are going to spring up a little bit now that I've taken some of the weight off, but I didn't want to cut so short to get rid of the curls. If we show you guys some of the pictures of Lucas's hair while he was growing it out, before his sides got this long, you'll notice they were not actually curling, but he kind of went through a bit of an awkward phase where they were just flicking up. Yeah. Flicking up, flicking out. That's what we were avoiding today. We didn't want to go too short. And the way to determine if your hair is long enough to actually curl, if you feel like right now it's just a wave, you have to look at how big the circle is. So he has about 3A size curls, 3A, 3B. The diameter of his curl is about an inch, a centimeter, an inch. His hair needs to be at least 2 inches long to come full circle.
As far as my products go,
I made him bring them over, so he's got them all in a bag here.
So we start off with the Aveda shampoo.
And when we first met, we were concerned for his scalp and his hair and his hair loss, which we have now halted.
It's not just halted, it's regenerated. And then after that's thoroughly done, I move on to the conditioner stage. After I rinse out the conditioner, I come out of the shower and I go right to the Aveda green stuff.
Aveda green stuff. So he calls it all the time.
Curl enhancer.
It's the curl enhancer.
The Aveda curl enhancer.
Actually, when we met, I was still in hair school. And then I was working in an Aveda salon, so I was really familiar with Aveda products and using on myself as well. So at that point, it was like whatever I was using on myself, I was also giving to him to use.
Then there's the liquid gel, which especially now since my hair is really long, I really like to put this on the sides and back of my hair to lock in the curls.
So Lucas, now that it's pretty much all cut and it's time to style, we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna show you guys all the techniques that he's been using, and before that we're gonna go ahead and get it wet. Be right back. We're back, and he is now
emasculated.
Now look, a microfiber towel does not discriminate. Freshly washed. We're gonna go in right away with our styling products. It is still really wet, but it's not dripping, so it's got a lot of dampness in there. Lucas, pass me the green stuff. I'm gonna be taking over here. I'm gonna share with you guys his styling techniques because I taught him them. And I want to explain to you guys what we're doing very simply. We take some green stuff into our hands, and you have to keep in mind that the more hair you have, the more product you're gonna have to use. Don't skimp out. You gotta make sure that you get everywhere evenly, and we're gonna make sure that we distribute this product evenly as well. Remember, styling products are for your hairs, not your scalp. Shampoo is for your scalp, but now we're nourishing the hair, and that's what you wanna focus on. Grab the hair and rake it through. He uses the Be Curly Curl Enhancer because it's kind of like an all-in-one. It keeps it really simple for him, so he doesn't have to put in a bunch of different styling products. He knows that this will keep it moisturized, give it shine, keep the frizz down, define the curls, and it keeps it really simple for him. And to help with working it through and defining his curls, we're going to be using a Denman brush, but a very special Denman brush. Get your little cutesy one out. It's a Denman brush, only smaller.
It's a mini brush.
On myself, because my hair is longer, I like to use a normal size D3 brush, but this is the D14, which is 5 rows, and it's a little miniature, and it is great for shorter lengths of hair. So we're gonna start first on the sides, and I'm gonna brush the top kind of away. You do wanna do this in sections. Focus on the sides first, then the top separately, because one, they're 2 different lengths. you can't do them all together. They're in completely different areas of the head. Now, depending on what kind of look you're going for, you can either smooth the hair back. A lot of guys like a slicked back look. You will succeed more if your hair is shorter for this look, but we actually like volume. So instead of brushing back and against the scalp, we take the brush out, off of the scalp, out and about. Lucas makes fun of my Canadian accent all the time, even though you're not perfect either. You have a weird Canadian accent too. I do want to make sure that the hair is wet enough so you can see the curls naturally forming. So this is helping to clump the families of hair. And what's cool about using a brush is you can really control what you want the curls to look like. For example, we're going to be getting a lot of volume on the sides here, but if he doesn't want it to be really poofy in the back, right in the nape here is where we would kind of brush it down a little bit. So this is the side with a brush. And on this side, I'll show you what it looks like with just your hands. What you don't want to do is just brush it through like this. You've got to rake and squeeze. When you squeeze, it helps to clump the families together. This is what we're trying to do. What you want to do to prevent frizz so that the hair continues to look good as the days go on is make sure that they clump together. This is how you scrunch hair that is long. This is how you scrunch hair that is short. We're just scrunching the sides. This is helping the curls to curl. Now we're going to curl the top of his head, and with the top of the hair, I do like to use a Denman brush, and especially because Lucas likes a lot of volume on the top, he likes the fullness, we are going to be brushing up off of the scalp. Now you'll notice I'm taking sections. I'm not taking all the hair at once. Once you've brushed your section of hair, leave it off to the side. You know, you don't want to be consistently brushing through it. You got to stay organized. Otherwise, it's going to cause frizz. Because we're not really going for like a heavy bang look, you want the hair to kind of go up off of your face. I am brushing up and back. Beautiful. Now we can get rid of this. So as Lucas said, because his hair has gotten so long now, it's hard for him to get away with just one product. This is the main product he puts in, but we are going to add a little bit of gel on top, which won't make his hair crunchy. He'll still be able to play with it, just like how you saw at the beginning of this video, but it will help to keep the curls intact, right?
Right.
Stop! I am not Canadian! I am a human being! There are two gels I would use in his hair. One is the Confixer. This is, as he mentioned, this is the liquid gel that he usually uses. It's more of a medium hold. It has a very musky smell. That's one of the reasons why I like using the Aveda products for him. Even the curl cream, nothing too flowery, nothing too fruity or too feminine smelling. It keeps it really nice and neutral for him, but it's medium hold. For a strong hold, this is the flaxseed aloe gel. It's another option, especially if you have more wavy hair that needs a little bit more hold, or even just hair that has a mind of its own. This one doesn't have much of a smell. It's less musky than this one.
Yeah.
They're both super, super liquidy, which I love, love, love in a gel, especially for a styling gel like we're using on short hair. It makes it super easy to work into the hair. I'm gonna use the Stronghold one today, also because we are in summer and this is glycerin free. This is how much gel we're gonna use, just a little dollop. It's super liquidy. It's about a quarter size in my hand. Right now you're supposed to lick it.
No, do
you
not.
already did. You were already going to lick it, but I was going to tell you to lick it back.
That's
a joke. I'm taking that gel and scrunching it.
If I were to prematurely go outside while it was still kind of wet, this helps me kind of like lock it in.
Now, do you often go outside while it is wet?
No, I'm a good boy.
You're a good boy.
I try to make sure it's dry enough to be resilient to the elements before I put it in harm's way, because otherwise I'm just kind of, steamrolling over any work I've done. You guys should probably know that right around this camera there is a ring light, and it is literally brighter than the midday sun. It's burning my retinas right now, and how Amanda and Mel look at this thing for hours on end, I have no idea. Do you have any goggles? Do you have any sunglasses in here?
You need sunglasses?
That would help.
Do those help? Alright.
That's so much better.
Yeah. And while you give your eyes a bit of a break, I'm going to break my arms with the diffuser. Should be about 10 minutes. Let's actually time this, shall we? Guys, it doesn't take long. It doesn't take long, but it's worth every second. 10 minutes of kind of just lifting. Think of it as lifting. You like to work out? You're lifting the blow dryer around your head. Now, what you absolutely cannot do is touch your hair. You need to refrain from putting your hand, this thing, what do we call that? Just the tousle? You really don't want to do that ever, but especially not while it is drying. Because otherwise, you ruin all the hard work that you put into it. And if you don't touch it, you just simply hover diffuse around your hair, you get a result like this.
9 minutes and 46 seconds.
Who said 10 minutes? I said 10 minutes. And you can see how defined it is. You can see he's got lots of volume on top because of the way that we use the brush. And now we're actually gonna fluff this out, break that little bit of a crunchy cast, and give him some more volume. But actually, Lucas, I'm gonna put this one in your hands. I want you to show them exactly how you do it. Hands off.
Okay, I need a pick.
You need a pick.
Yeah. Okay, so you got this, which is apparently called the spriggle. And then we got this one, which is called the regular pick, I guess.
Okay, thank you.
So yes. I like this one. I feel like the other one interferes too much with the curls. This one just gets right in and under them.
That's mostly because of your kind of curl as well. You've got a bigger curl. Remember, it's 3A, 3B size. So this is really nice. It's kind of like mimicking your fingers to get in there and pick.
I don't want to move this thing too much because it's going to break apart all of the locks that we got going on. So I'm just infiltrating underneath and I'm lifting, and as it comes back down, the curls are resting on each other and building some more volume. It's a simple step, but it's very gratifying.
This helps get that natural look in the hair. It was almost too defined, too perfect because it was so fresh. Mm-hmm. And now this is where you give it its little bit of character.
I grab it, I sort of scrunch it, I bring it to one side. I make sure that it's kind of going the way I want.
See how he touches his hair? See how to work with short hair? You can't be aggressive and break it apart and put your fingers through it and rake through it. It's like treating it all as a whole. So it's like more grabbing. And it works.
Yeah.
Speaking of works, I think you really worked it. Can you, just before we go, show us how you work out and also how you sleep with your hair? Real quick.
Of course. So this guy works pretty well for me. I put him on my wrist and I bring him anywhere. Anyway, so I go ahead and I put this thing in here, not too tight, and I just get it all up and away from my face. And then I'm ready to do whatever. I'm ready to exercise or sweat without fear of the sweat beads and the moisture on my face breaking apart the curls that we've worked pretty hard to establish. Then there's this. This is the
Zazzy Band.
The Zazzy Band. It's snazzy. It's zazzy. You put it on, you look classy. Just like this thing. This keeps the moisture on my face from messing up my hair if I'm going outside, if it's a hot day, if I'm exercising.
If you're washing your face.
Washing my face, and a skin routine.
His skin routine every night that I put him on to, and his skin looks great.
And it works because it really sort of blends in. It doesn't look too freaky. Like, I even prefer this over this because this, I don't know, makes me look like I was in like a lab and there was an explosion or something. This is my favorite one. This is for when I go to sleep. This is the bonnet. Everyone knows the bonnet. It's also for the shower. It allows me to go a bunch of days without styling my hair because it's like a little protective force field from both the shower and the bed. And I tend to roll over quite a bit when I sleep, so this thing comes in very handy for me.
I think your hair looks amazing. I love it. And I hope you guys liked today's video. We didn't have much of a plan coming out here besides wanting to share a little bit of his journey to hopefully inspire any of you that are struggling with your hair, if it is anywhere near this length, or if you're trying to grow it out and you're not sure what it can do. There's a lot of potential in there. If you see frizz, if you see flicks, if you see waves, and you think that your hair is, as Lucas put it when I first met him, frizzy, shitty hair, then don't think that. There is lots of hope, lots of potential. And if you guys want more tutorials like this one, if you guys want us to show you guys more styling techniques, because this was just one of them, then make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Comment below what else you guys would want to see. And let's thank Lucas for coming on board today. You did a great job. You did a great job.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
It was terrifying.
Better hit that subscribe button.
Hey, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that right now.
Hit that subscribe button right now.
Until next time, this has been your main girl Mel and her main man, and we are out. Peace.
Well, I was just gonna say, I hope that everyone watching at home, that Mel's helped you just as much as she's helped me, like in every way, like not just in hair, just making you feel beautiful and helping you help yourself and all that good stuff. I'm not good at the Hallmark stuff, but
And you're very lucky to have me.
Yeah, it's one big orgasm.
What?
It's like a big organism.
Organism.
Yeah. What do you think it's?
I heard it's one big orgasm.
No. Sure.
You're ready to make me proud?
Yeah.
How do you feel when I do your hair?
A privilege. It's a pleasure.
Aw.
Not everybody gets like a top tier hairstylist. Yeah, exclusivity.
You have exclusivity. Sorry, man, I'm no longer taking appointments for you. You're starving now.
All I can think of is the pizza downstairs. Fuck, my mom is making pasta too.
Did you tell her that we're not eating bread?
No. I should tell her.
I'm gonna bring this close to me. You just close your eyes. Just look somewhere else. And this is my debut's big debut.
For soy boy?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
All right, we're gonna try all of that again.
Oh.
We're gonna hold it. I am a vile being, and you still love me. It's not about us. Carry on. I'm just gonna pause and delete this one. And that is not good. Oh no. I wanted to go on this side because every time I'm filming with Amanda, she has to have this side. But now I feel weird and I don't know how to act on this side.
You wanna switch?
I don't know. Okay. Why don't you introduce us?
I don't
Debut's channel?
Debut. I'm just here to get my hair cut in.
That's
That's when I officially became a soy boy.
when you...
When I started wearing the bonnet. No, but the bonnet helps. Okay, 1, 2, 3. What's good, everybody?
He's just here to get his hair cut, so...
And, I don't know what to do with my hands.
But you're looking cute.
Okay, whatever. Okay, Pooh, you gotta lead the shit
I know,
here. I don't
I
do
am.
videos.
No, I know, I was just, this is like...
Help me.
Blue steel in 3, 2. Pretend like you're not here.
Okay.
Is that inappropriate?
No.
I don't know how to act!
It's a clever shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to the channel for the very first time, welcome the one, the only, my main man, Loki Poo. Oh no. Can you put your head this way a little bit? Or are you just gonna peep off my shoulder? I guess you could peep off my shoulder. My main man, so swell. My main Mell, man. Fuck. My main man, look, I see your hand again. It's always in the way. Lucas. Hello. Okay. Lucas.
Howdy.
Howdy. We're already gonna get no. We're gonna get the comments, and the haters can't hate if we already hate on ourselves. So yes, we're just gonna go out and say it.
Listen, Mel's a simp, but I'm a
I am
soy
a
boy.
simp.
I'm a soy boy, so I can't talk.
I am a simp for Lucas. He is a soy
You're going for Mel.
And
I'm a soy simp.
right.
Right.
Wrong.
Wrong?
No, right. I'm wrong.
Why?
I don't know. What do you think?
I think you're doing great.
No, fuck. Stop.
Unique New York.
Are you ready for your big debut? Booty. Okay, but one more blue steel. No! You didn't do anything about it?
I couldn't. It was too fast.
If anyone's wondering, my Dyson fell. But she's still alive.
Brush
Siri,
my
no
teeth.
one. Hold on.
Siri talking?
No one's talking to you, Siri. Be
Siri,
quiet.
shut up, Pooch.
Let me just grab my weapons. No! I'll get you sunglasses if you blue steel. 3, 2, 1.
It's frizzy when it's wet. It's frizzy when it's dry. I gotta take these back. I need these to survive.
Yeah, take your products back.
My green shit back. I mean, damn, I look pretty. I can tell my mom I got makeup on. That's fine.
No, you don't have makeup on. Thanks for watching. Peace. You gotta say peace with me.
Okay.
We gotta make peace.
Okay.